Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to another episode of rbPlays Enigmatica 6. That's right, folks, we're back in our modded world doing all the cool modded things. My name is rbPlays. I am your humble host on this side of the screen. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notified every time we put new content up on the channel. Never mind my third eye staring back at you. We've been busy in the live streams. Lots of stuff to talk about because there has been a lot of stuff that has been done in between last episode and this one. I believe this is episode 33. You'll have to check my numbers on that, but I believe it's episode 33, and we have got a lot of stuff that we have to discuss. As you can see, we have a we have a giant wheat farm over here. We've got more Botania stuff. We've got an Alpine portal. We have done a lot of things in our live streams. If you're not following me over on Twitch, make sure that you do so. The link for that is down in the doobly-doo down there, and it's a fun time. We have a good time over there on Twitch doing all the twitchy things. But yeah, so we have, first off, okay, we're here. We'll talk about this. So we've got we've always had a cow breeder, right? So what we've got is we've got this guy here, the animal feeder. It pumps wheat out into the cows, and it does the breeding. And then in today's live stream, we use these mob filters so that as the cows are born, I think you just saw one right there. There was a baby cow right there. It falls through, right? And then from there, it goes into an area in between this area and the top, right? There's a single layer. Oh, and there was a cow right there. Oh, there's another cow right there, and he's gonna die. Yes. Yep, there he goes. So basically, what we've got is in this area right there. Right there? Yeah, in that area right there, there's a too high space. So baby cows become big cows, and then the baby cows, once they are big cows, they fall down in here into this little killing chamber, and we have a mob crusher that does the dirty work and makes it so that the cows are no more. And then all of the stuff, either from in here, we've got our plant sower, we've got a plant gatherer, we've got a refined storage system. So everything in here, you can see we've got 18,000 seeds, we've got 9,000 wheat, and then we've got a lot of raw beef, a lot of leather, etc., etc., etc. Also, it's duplicated. It's doubling as a mob farm. Apparently, there are some space. Hello, cow. Apparently, there's some spaces in there where mobs can spawn because it's not. It's not well lit in there because I'm having trouble figuring out how I want to illuminate it so that mobs don't spawn. So we are getting a few things. We are also collecting the essence. I need to figure out what I want to do with that. I think I might just set it up so that it goes to the rest of the rest of the XP that's over there in the house. We've got a place over there where we're storing bottles of enchanting, right? So yeah, so over here, we did some Botania stuff. We've been working away on the Botania quests. Oh, I've got some Astral Sorcery. Oh, that's right, I do have an Astral Sorcery thing to check. Okay, so in Botania, we're about halfway done. So we've gotten all of this. We've got the agglomeration plate. We've got some sparks. We've got all kinds of things. We need to get into more of the flowers and mana lenses. And we also need to get to the Gaia. I don't think we're going to do the Gaia today. I'm not quite ready for the Gaia. But yeah, agglomeration plate here so we can make Terra Steel. We've got our Alpine portal. The Alpine portal is being powered by these over here. I've got one Endo Flame right here that's supplying power to this. I've got a Gourmaryllis that we received as a reward that's feeding power to this. This is what we need to work on today. Today I want to automate this Gourmaryllis so that we can give it food automatically, and then it will shoot its mana into this pool here so that these are always full, right? That's the key. I want to make sure that they are always full, and then we might have to do some more stuff here to make sure that we don't keep dumping food on the ground. Like like over here, if this one doesn't pick up a piece of coal, we've already got this mana pool set up so that it will automatically turn off, and we won't be wasting coal over here for the Endoflames. But I need to do something similar to that with this for the Gourmaryllis, so that we don't keep dumping food on the ground. Now, the thing that I want to use for the Gourmaryllis is going to end up being the the hourglass, right? It's the hourglass from Botania. Super easy to make, right? It's just a couple of gold ingots, some glass, it's some mana steel. We should be able to make that pretty quick. We'll get into that in a minute. But before we do that, there's some exciting news that I have to share with you. And that is, we're not running Optifine anymore. Like, I'm pushing the Z key right now. We're not zooming. And the world is working splendidly. And the world is working splendidly. We're getting, you know, about 40 FPS, which for this world is pretty good. But we're rocking a new PC, folks. If you've been paying attention to the if you've been paying attention in the Discords or anything like that, you know that we've been putting together a new rig for our studio, and it's working nicely. I'm super impressed. I'm super excited about it. There are some issues that I have that I'm not exactly thrilled about. Like, I had to get a graphics card that I didn't necessarily want because, you know, that whole graphics card shortage thing is a thing, but it's unfortunate. But yeah, the world is working great. We're rocking things out here. Now, there's one more thing that I need to show you, and that is, first off, let's get some, do I have some soul sand? Soul sand, I do. I don't have a lot of soul sand. Do I have soul sand in here? I do. I had picked up a couple of pieces. We went out on a journey and found a couple of pieces in a chest. So I need that, and I need 2 more of these, and then I need some skulls. 3 wither skeleton skulls. So last time we were together, whoops, that's 4. 1, and okay. Last time we were together, we were working down here on a way to make and kill withers. Still don't have a good method for building withers, but as you may or may not recall, there was an issue with the skulls, the blue skulls that the wither shoots out, getting out and doing damage. So we moved this whole thing down here to bedrock level, right? So that there were fewer targets for it to for the wither to shoot. Now, if I grab my wrench, which is not in my inventory, it's up here. Dang it! We got to get closer. You know what I should do? I should put wireless down there. That could be a thing. I should put wireless down there so that we don't have to... There we go. All right, so wrench. There it is. Smart wrench from RFTools. Perfect. So if we turn this thing back on, right, and go into the Wither Builder, there we go. Go into the Wither Builder, or go into the Wither Chamber. We can do that, we can do that, we're gonna get that. Oh, are you kidding me? I only have enough. Gotta do one more thing. You know, you should always make sure that you have everything that you need when you're ready to record a clip. Because if you don't, you're just gonna hate life. Soul, sand, yeah, there we go. Ta-da! There we go. Need 4 of those. So we'll go back in here and we'll set up a wither. And the one thing that I want to show you is it's actually in here. So we had it set up with these first 2. We had it set up so that players could pass through. That's so that I can go in and build the wither, right? We also had it set up so that hostile mobs take damage. Now, the other thing that we have is we also need to have another item in here that basically allows or does not allow entities to pass through it, like blue flaming wither skulls, flaming blue wither skulls, or whatever you want to call them, that go out and explode and do damage stuff. You just need to make that solid, right? So players can pass, hostile mobs get it's a solid wall and they take damage, and other items, default items, are solid and they just stop. So now if we come in here and we set this up and we do a wither, we should see that this will no longer do any damage whatsoever. So 1 there, and 1 there, and 1 there, and we come out, and he's kind of loud, but that's okay. Now, the way that this is set up is I actually have to go up and punch him, but look, he might take aim on those creepers, but look, his skulls are no longer able to pass through. Hi, how you doing? Gonna come over here and try to blow me up? Haha, you can't. But there we go. The wither is dead. The items can't pass through. The only thing we might... Oh, hi. You want to come over here and try to do damage to me too? That's fine. You're dead. You're dead. Cool. So yeah, just make sure that you're set up so that players can pass through, so that hostile mobs take damage, and that default items are solid as well, and you will not destroy the rest of your world. So if I wanted to, I could actually move this back up to the surface now, and it wouldn't be a problem. I could even put it inside of my base someplace. Shudder the thought. But there's still some work to be done with this. I'm still trying to figure out if there's a good way to build a wither. Actually, we could probably move all of this over there closer too. Maybe. Don't know. But I'm still trying to figure out if there's a good way to build a wither, which I have not found yet. So anyway, let's go back up here to the surface now. And I want to get going on making the stuff that we're going to need to try and do our Gourmaryllis. Now, the thing about Gourmaryllis is they eat food, right? But you have to give them alternating foods. You can't feed them the same food over and over and over again, and you also cannot feed them a food while they already have mana in their inventory, because if you try to do that, then if you try to feed them something while there's mana in their inventory, you're just wasting the food. They're not generating any more mana. So we don't want that to happen, right? So first things first, let's make an hourglass. We also need to get a steady supply of soul sand. That's kind of what we're working on over there with the mob crusher and stuff like that, or the plant gatherer. We showed you the plant gatherer. We're kind of working with that also, because what we can do with that is we can put the sludge that comes from the plant gatherer into a sludge refiner, and then that will give us other items, one of them including soul sand. So we should have a supply of soul sand coming back, and we're going to try to get to that today as well. But basically what you got here is you've got this hourglass from Botania, and when it moves, it gives a red signal. It gives a redstone pulse, right? So if I were to take let's take some sand. Sand. That is not how you spell sand. Oh my gosh, keyboard is not liking me today. Sand. We don't have a lot of sand, but we do, because is it working? Nope. Because if we look in here, or if we break this, nope, I don't want flight, I want breaker tool. So if we break that and then put it back, hello, there it is. Break that and put it back. I still haven't figured out why it does that, but if we break it and put it back, now we have 3,500 sand. So yeah, anyway, so by putting sand into this, it keeps count, right? You can see that the sand is gradually ticking down. We should be able to take sand back out of that. Let's just do 5. 5? Yeah. So as you can see, the sand moves from one side to another, and then it should flip, right? And when it flips, it can toggle a redstone signal, which is very cool. Let me make sure of how that works. If we get some redstone, get some redstone and just go like that. See how it triggers the pulse there? So what we can do is we can use that to our advantage to hit a dropper, right? And that dropper, we can do one of a couple of things. We can either hope that it will drop randomly, or we can do a T flip-flop kind of a thing, where it will trigger one dropper, and then the next time it will trigger another dropper, and it'll go back and forth, and we can use those droppers to spit food to our Gourmaryllis. So let me go ahead and gather the rest of the stuff that I need, and when I come back, we should have something built that we can use to exploit this little redstone trickery. Okay, so I think I've got everything that we're going to need, at least most everything. One good thing about having the computer up and running that we've been working on is since I don't have to have Optifine, there's no invisible mobs. Like, I can look out into the world and I can see everything that's coming to try and kill me. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fix this little hill right here. So let's see if we got some of these. We do. So let's kind of come along like this, and like this. Let's go like this. We don't have to do much to this, but I want it to be fairly flat. Something like this, and then something like this. That'll work. And then something along the lines like this. That will work. Basically what I need is I need to have a couple of droppers. Number one, we'll put one dropper, say, right there. Sure. We'll put another dropper, say, right there. That sounds reasonable. And then we need to have some redstone. So we'll come down one more level here. And actually, you know what we ought to do? Do I have any... I have living rock. Yeah, that's cool. So we'll do that. Nope. Yeah, we'll do this and then do that. And then we'll go over here, we'll do a block swapper. So B block swapper, yes please. And we'll change that out, we'll change that out, change that out, change that out, that, and that. And I think that's all I need. We'll do this one here too. Yeah, we'll do this one here too. And we'll put one there. This is cool. Oh, time to sleep. So we'll sleep the night away. We'll make it into a nice little day, right? And then what we need to do is we need to use some math, right? So this basically this hovering hourglass, it uses one piece of sand, one block of sand every second, right? And then the Gourmaryllis, it digests food 1 second for every saturation haunch or whatever that you get out of the food. So like this is basically 3. This is basically 3. So if I put 3 pieces of sand in there, then it'll toggle every 3 seconds. And when it does, it'll shoot a piece of food out of here, and it'll shoot a piece of food out of here. So if we put our cod in that one, and if we put our baked potato in that one, and then we do something along the lines like this, right? And then we do this, we get an animated torch. Animated torch is basically just a redstone torch with mana powder attached to it. The recipe for that's pretty straightforward. But when you place this thing down, it places in whatever orientation you're looking, right? And what it does is, if I were to put redstone here and redstone here, when I place it this way, it energizes that redstone, but not this one, right? So that's pretty cool. And then if I give it a redstone, actually, let's just do it like this. Let's go like this, and then let's go like that, and then give it a redstone pulse. We give it a lever, yeah, give it a lever. We put a lever on it, like so. Nope. Apparently that doesn't work. Apparently it only works with that. Anyway, I'll show you in a second. It'll be pretty easy to do. So if we go like this, and then we go like this, and then we put that like that, see, it feeds the Gourmaryllis. Nothing is happening because there's nothing that can happen. But if I set this for, say, I don't know, let's just set it for every 5 seconds. Where's my Wand of the Forest? My Wand of the Forest is in here. There it is. Winry's magic stick that was named by someone in our live stream. Thanks for the name suggestion, much appreciated. But if we do 5 seconds, watch what happens. When that changes, it'll flip that torch, and it'll trigger this one. How cool is that, right? And then by the time this is done, we might need to run it for longer. Yeah, we're going to need to run it for longer. So let me mess with the timings a little bit and make sure. Oh, well, actually, yeah, it's making more. Yeah, so as long as it's not actively eating, then it should be fine. I think we're going to let it, I think we're going to run it a little bit longer. So let's go ahead and up that to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to 10 seconds, right? Yeah, we'll do 10 seconds. And that'll give it plenty of time to, eat the food, and then also it can start shooting the mana off into the other areas right there. But the other issue that we have is that this thing is super slow. It takes forever for that thing to send. And so what I want to do is I want to shut that off, and I want to make better mana spreaders, because you can get better ones. Mana spreader. So there is a, this is the Pulse mana spreader, this is the Elven mana spreader, this is the Gaia mana spreader. I think we can do the Elven one. So that is essentially Dreamwood, and Dreamwood comes from Elven Trade, which is living wood tossed into the portal over there. So let's, is that a, oh, it's going to be, oh, bummer. It's going to be an eclipse. So anyway, living wood, let's get some living wood. Living wood, yes please. We should be able to just throw all that in there and it should be fine. And there it goes. Nice. So we got a bunch of living wood in trade. That's cool. And it's going to keep spitting it out at us, so that's even better. Okay, so we got living wood, and then also we need, for the Elven spreader, Elven mana spreader, we need a, we need a block, or an Electrum ingot. So Electrum ingots come from 2 pieces of mana steel. right? So let's get some mana steel. Not mana of steel, but mana steel. So 1, 2 of those, and we don't need that lever anymore, and we don't need that sequencer, which was going to be a bad idea anyway, but we'll take those, and we'll bring that over here, like so, and we'll do that, and that gives us a piece of that. And then what else did we need for this whole thing? Elven. I think we can just make this now, yeah? Yes, we can, except for we don't have a, we don't have one of those? Petal. We might have to make a petal. Oh yeah, I don't have any in my inventory. That's fine. We'll just make one of those. Start and go. There we go. Elven mana spreader, right? Oh, apparently I had an elementium and get in there already. That's fine. Let's go ahead and break this. Oh, that's a swap. That's a block swapper. Didn't want to do that. So whoops. There we go. All right, we'll take that and we'll grab a hold of this, put it right there, and then we'll grab our magic stick and we'll do this and we'll point it over there, and it should spit that out a whole lot faster. Like that should spit. It should spit mana a lot faster. Anyway, so let's go ahead and do this now. So how's it doing now? Oh wow, it's do I need to upgrade this mana pool? Like, is it just I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, I understand, but I don't understand. It should be going a whole lot faster than that, I thought. I'll have to do some research on this because that should be going a lot faster, and I don't want to waste the food, right? We're definitely making mana here. As a matter of fact, let's just do that, and let's do that and do that. That's empty. I think we lost that mana. That's fine. Am I mistaken in that these mana spreaders are faster? Because it definitely doesn't seem to be that way. How are we doing here? It's okay, so it's definitely okay. I think it's working. I think it's working better than I had about how I anticipated. Doesn't help the fact or hurt the fact that I don't know. Anyway, doesn't help or hurt that this was full of mana and then it dumped all of its mana in there in the first place. But it's definitely got room in its inventory, in its internal inventory for food, given how much this is pulling out of it. What I think we'll do is I think we will go ahead and make it a little bit slower. Let's go with 20. Now let's go with 20. That's 20. So as that sits for 20 seconds, then that should pull a lot of mana out of there. Yes? Yes? No? Maybe so? Definitely pulling mana out of that. That's going to flip. And then we got to figure out what we're going to do to make this stop, which we can use another system like this to shut that off. That should be pretty easy because I think if you give this a redstone signal, I think that shuts it off. Because do I still have that? I don't have that lever, do I? Lever. I think I can shut that off. Yeah. So. No, you can't shut that off. I think you can anyway. Let's try this. And then like this. Isn't there a way to lock that? More research required. I'm going to go ahead and look this up a little bit. I think this has potential. This is definitely the way that I want it to work, but I got to make sure that there's a way that I can actually shut it off. Of course, what I could do is I could just power the droppers, and once the droppers are powered, regardless of what happens here, then they won't put anything out at all. So we could definitely do that. But anyway, I'm going to do some research on that. And then there's one other thing that I wanted to do today, and it required, I can't zoom in anymore because I don't have Optifine, but it requires that building right over there, which is where our bees are at. So I'll come back to you momentarily. Okay, so in an effort to expand the wireless functionalities of my base, I need netherite. And instead of going to the nether to get netherite, I would just like to do some basic things here. So here, what we can do is if we have a silver bee with 4 pieces of silver, no. Oh yeah, 4 silver bee plus 4 pieces of silver plus a tin bee with 4 pieces of tin, and a receptacle to put said bee in, we can start making a lapis bee. Now the lapis bee is important not because I need lapis, because I have tons. As far as I know, I've got tons of lapis. I am not using lapis very much. I've got 1,000 lapis and I've got 99 lapis blocks. And, you know, that seems to be fine for me. I probably will put a lapis bee someplace to do some work, but having that lapis bee plus a gold bee, which I have in my inventory right here, that can give us another diamond bee. We killed a diamond bee not that long ago because we put him into this apiary, and because it says that diamond bees can use any Minecraft flower. Well, it turns out they can't use wither roses, because if they use wither roses, they wither away and die. So anyway, this is doing its thing, right? It's going ever so slowly, but it's doing its thing, and basically what we want to do is we want to make a diamond bee so that we can pair the diamond bee up with a wither bee, and then they can get together and they can make a netherite bee, because we need netherite so that we can make whoops, that is not how you spell netherite. That is not how you spell netherite either. Netherite. Netherite bees give you netherite combs. Netherite combs give you the chance to get netherite scrap, and netherite scrap can be turned into netherite ingots. And the netherite ingot is needed for a crafting recipe for your network transmitters and network receivers. And I don't have very much. Netherite, so. As a matter of fact, I don't think I can even craft one piece. Yeah, I can't craft any netherite right now, so we absolutely need a netherite bee. But if we look in here now, it's moving along. It's moving along okay, I guess. You've got these. Oh, there it goes. You've got these upgrades that you can put in there so that it doesn't take as long. Did I get it? Oh no, I didn't want to put him in there. No, I didn't want to put him in there. Wither bee, where did he go? Oh, I know where he's at. He's probably in here. Bee. There he is. There's my tin bee, or my lapis bee. So we can get that lapis bee out, and we can put that guy in here now. Take the lapis bee out, take the silver bee out and the lapis bee in, put this one in, put this in, and put this in, plus another receptacle, and that'll give us a new diamond bee. And then once we get that diamond bee, then we can finish this up. So I'm going to go ahead and let this breeding continue, and I'll come back to you guys when it's all said and done. Don't mind that third eye on my chest. Okay, almost done. So there we go. We should have in our refined storage system, yes we do, a netherite bee. So now I can take this netherite bee and I can put him right here, right? I can put a netherite bee in there and I can import him. Ta-da! I can unlock him, and he should go out into he's got to stay in the hive for 420 ticks. Well, probably 500 ticks altogether. Yeah, probably about 500. We will see here second. Yeah, it's probably about 600 ticks, I guess. Yeah, it's about 600 ticks. So anyway, they have to stay in the hive for a certain period of time, but then after they do that, then there he goes. So we have a netherite bee in there pollinating wither roses to give us netherite honeycombs, netherite combs, which will turn into netherite scrap, which is awesome! So awesome. I'm hoping that he'll go into the hive here in just a second, and we can check and see if we actually have netherite combs available. Because once we do... Oh, there he went. So let's see. Netherite. Nope. What comb does he give us? So he gives us... Oh, in a beehive. Yeah, he should give us a netherite honeycomb. He probably doesn't do it until the end, right? Oh, he's got to stay in there for... Oops. Yeah, he's got to stay in there for a long time. 5,000 ticks now. That's a long time. I don't know that we want to wait for that. But basically what's going to happen now is he can give us netherite combs. And from those netherite combs... netherite combs. So from this netherite comb, we can put that into the centrifuge right here, and that will give us a 10% 10% chance to get netherite scrap, and also possibly get some gold nuggets. Gold nuggets aren't that big a deal to me. I don't care about those because, as you can see, I'm not hurting for gold, not anytime soon. But that is going to do it for today's episode. So, folks, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. The likes and subscriptions help out oh so immensely when it comes to those pesky YouTube search results. The other thing that helps out a lot is comments, so make sure you leave your comments right down here in the comment section below, and we'll chat about it. Leave your tips, your tricks, your pointers, your attaboys, your what in the world were you thinking, all that good stuff. We'll chat about it in kind. Don't forget to stop by our Discord server where we talk about all things life, all things gaming, and all things Minecraft. Once again, folks, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. There is a story behind this eye. If you want to know the stories as they unfold, make sure you follow us over on the Twitch channel and come on over to the live streams because it's loads and loads of fun. But that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we will catch you on the flip side. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Ah, you sweet, sweet, sweet netherite combs. Come to Papa.